lost his life, a lot of old videos and tweets have started resurfacing. But for those of you who are not caught up, if there are any left, as reported,
your message about, okay, so you saying there's two different levels? I'm telling you, it's two different things. It's two different things for being a celebrity and being in tune to the streets for real. I'm giving you the two different perspectives. Understood. So I differentiate the two to where celebrity shit ain't got nothing to do with the respect that come down to here. You know what I'm saying? So with more power, I mean not more power, but more influence or more money than us when it come down to being a celebrity, but they ain't got the respect that we got, so they can't move how we move. When I go to another city and I got respect for certain, I reach out to them. Majority of the time it's because I got a relationship with them already. Majority of the time it's because I got a relationship with them already. But even if I don't have a relationship with them already, instead of me being who I am and standing for what we stand for, instead of me going to another city and bumping heads with them and end up having to go to war, I'd rather reach out to them or to a representative of their camp and be like, hey man, y'all open the doors for us out here. Because if I don't say y'all open the doors for us out here, then we might end up being in the same situation. Both of us have big heads, both of us stand for what we stand for, and we just so happen to get into it with somebody in their clique. Both of us stand for what we stand for, and we just so happen to get into it with somebody in their clique. You know what I'm saying? Now we just started a whole war instead of just reaching a hand out to environment when we in the nigga environment and being like, hey man, we out here, y'all show us y'all sit. You know what I'm saying? Because we don't want to have no problems with y'all.
But do you think
not that we scared of having problems with y'all, because we ain't scared of having problems. It's just we trying to avoid them. You know what I'm saying? I tell people all the time, relationships are worth more than money. Relationships worth more than money. It can be us with a bunch more money than us, and you know this. Niggas who got a bunch more money than you, but you got the relationships with the right people. They can't move with them people the way you move with them. But you got the relationships with the right people. They can't move with them people the way you move with them.
That's a fact. Yeah.
They can't move with them the way you move with them because you have relationships, even relationships that we don't have. So if I go to a city and I'm in tune that just running that city, I'm gonna send one of my guys, or I'm gonna send a message like, "Hey man, I want to meet these dudes." I'm not gonna create a problem with them unless they create a problem with me. I'm gonna extend my hand. I'm gonna extend my hand and be like, "Hey man, I want to meet these guys. Y'all line us up, see if we can benefit one another." You know what I'm saying? I mean, they take that chicken in word worse than what it actually is. You dig what I'm saying? Somebody tell me that, like I say the same thing. Nigga, I ain't checking in to nobody, but I will reach out to the I know I need to reach out to because I expect them to do it when they touch my land. So it's like having that mutual understanding. You dig what I'm saying? When you go on city to city, state to state, and you really run their land, then you need to reach out to them. And I say that to all my brothers. Like I say this on a boss behalf, so you won't end up creating problems that you can avoid.
Now, there's a saying where I come from, not really, but it's really more like a piece of logic that says, if you don't know what to say, shut up. Or to put it nicely, just don't say anything. But in the case of Offset, it's kind of the exact opposite, as we've said. Silence appears to be the best response. His Takeoff was just 28 years old when he was fatally shot at a bowling alley. Come on, man. You truly can't make this stuff up. But police said Wednesday they have few leads in the fatal shooting, but an autopsy report shows that Takeoff was shot twice. And as far as the majority of the conspiracy theories and eyewitness accounts are saying, they do say that he was also just a bystander in the incident. At just 28, Takeoff had cultivated a pretty rich hip-hop legacy with the Migos. A new mural along the Atlanta Beltline in downtown Atlanta is paying tribute as Atlanta Mayor Andre Dickens adds his voice to those concerned over the violence in general. Now, police haven't officially identified a suspect. At least 2 people discharged firearms, according to police, and a man dressed in black is seen on video standing close to Takeoff and Quavo and appears to be holding a gun. Most of the 40 people who attended the party at 810 Billiards and Bowling fled when the gunshots rang out. Mayor Sylvester Turner said investigators are relying on video and statements from people coming forward to further the investigation. One video that was obtained by TMZ can of course be hard to watch, so I'm not even gonna say do so, just, if you get curious enough, satiate yourself, but don't get too curious. Just please don't. But the video does appear to show Quavo, and in the video, a discussion about basketball can be heard, and someone says, "I don't get down like that." Moments later, the camera appears to be moving away from the crowd just seconds before the sound of multiple gunshots can be heard, and people are seen fleeing the area. At least 10 shots can be heard being fired in the video. A second video appears to show Quavo in that heated discussion with someone as Takeoff and top-rated boxer Shakur Stevenson stand nearby. The conversation turns to basketball, just as the previous video did, and someone, possibly Quavo, so they say, says, "I don't get down like that." Quavo appears to move behind the potentially armed man, and then several shots are heard. The crowd quickly disperses, and once again, at least 10 shots can be heard being fired in the video. Now, there is no definitive proof that the man seen in the video was one of the two people who actually fired shots, but that's where the whole potentially more solid information comes in. Again, as I've said in a previous video, take everything with a grain of salt and just use it for information gathering, not decision making when it comes to stuff like this. To continue, Houston police say they have seen the video and are working to identify the man, and they have deemed him as a person of interest. And it wasn't clear if the man dressed in black was even with Takeoff, Quavo, Stevenson, or if he was just there on his own. So, this is definitely going to be one where more details will have to come out, or I don't know, maybe somebody will use their CSI Miami smartphone and zoom in on a picture of a tattoo on his pinky toenail or something, and maybe make some kind of educated guess as to who it may be from 15,000 years ago or something. Yeah, if that confused you, that's exactly what the majority of some of that stuff does to my brain too. So, I guess let's suffer together in that respect. Either way, hopefully there won't be any more literal or metaphorical suffering in general at all in the near future, but do keep it locked here so that at the very least, we can try to brighten your day just a little bit. Hopefully. We'll keep praying. Either way, we've been Celebrity Media LLC. You guys have been great as always. Keep it locked here for the latest stories, the latest breaking news, and the latest updates, and we'll be sure to keep providing you with just that. But do me one favor between now and then. Be safe at all times, and we'll see you on the next go round. Peace.